how people are not happy with the Omori artist. So I have no personal issues with her. I've never had anything happen. She has been not accused of. They found some sus art that she's done in the past. Long after me and everyone else in this chat is gone, the war over whether you can make art like this will continue. There's always going to be the pro shippers and the antis. They're always going to go at it. There's going to be one side saying, oh, they're just drawings. There's going to be another side saying, well, it's still really creepy or whatever. And they're going to keep going at it and at it and at it. And the thing you need to know about that debate is your side is only one argument away from winning, so be sure to do it in my comments section. I know some people have said like, oh, we can tell what kind of art she makes based on how she draws, but I've always been kind of uncomfortable with that. Just like you can look at any just character and know that they drew art like that. I honestly wasn't gonna claim to know one way or the other until the truth came out. What I will say is, regardless of how you feel about Omori art of that type, I don't think it's very realistic to think that Omocat cares about this, and I don't think it's very realistic to think that this artist is going to get replaced, because you remember Mormani when she's a really good Hiro Mari safe for work artist, when she was getting in trouble for following someone for their safe for work content, even though they made controversial art also, a huge Western player base from Omori was coming down on her and like telling her to do this and that, unfollow them, delete their account, all that stuff. And she took to Twitter and said, look, I'm in Japan, we don't have the pro shipping culture over there. If I do what you guys say, I'm going to be looked at as a freak who can't distinguish between fiction and reality. Now, is that how she should look at things? I don't know. That depends on who you ask, but it is unreal. Like, I can't fly to Japan, rip the job application out of her hand, and go, you're done. That's not a realistic thing for me to expect or do. So that's why some of those poses felt weirdly inappropriate. It is weird. It's like sometimes I know lots of people are like, why are the feet so detailed? Like, they say that in every drawing in anything. They're like, why are the feet so detailed? I'm like, because you have to draw 5 whole goddamn toes, and it'll look busy. Doesn't mean there's like malice behind it. It could just be a non-malice toe. People, when humans have feet, yeah, I don't know. I think the Omori manga takes place in an AU where everyone's malnourished. And it's going to be interesting to see which way the plot goes, because when the entire cast is deprived of food and they get really scary, it becomes like a Don't Starve-esque situation. I think Omocat really doesn't care. I don't especially care. At the end of the day, art is just art. I'm of that opinion, and as long as people keep fiction, I understand. I can understand that take. I think but sometimes those furry artists get outed, where it's like instead of just an anthropomorphic animal, it's like just an animal. I'm like, you could tell me it's just a fake animal or whatever, but I'm still gonna think it's really weird, you know what I mean? I saw some people saying Omocat definitely knew about it, and specifically Fit knew as the artist because of it, but I think that's unrealistic and baseless. Like, to everyone listening to this, I think it's very safe to say this stuff is considered a non-issue to Omocat. Like, she doesn't really care. You figure that she would at the very least not want the conflict, right? She'd be like, okay, we've been down this route, we may as well not have any of this extra, just get an artist that has a squeaky clean reputation. But I wouldn't be surprised if Omocat knew about the past art. I don't think she really cares. She knows if she does anything like that, she knows her business will crumble down. Does it crumble down though? I'm not sure how much her sales are impacted by that. She really want to see them knuckle sandwich with the Western community. Yeah, the Western community is particularly prone to knuckle sandwiches. I don't know, I kind of like the art style in the manga. I do agree that like they drew Kel kind of like he's not bulky enough and stuff like that. Everything feels a little off. I think they did a good I like the way they drew Aubrey. I know I make fun of her head being a Macy's parade balloon, because it totally is, but I do think it's a cool, like, cute art style, kind of. What's the name of the account that originally brought all this stuff to light? Oh, wow, I didn't get it right at all. Ozu Kim. That sounds like some Shimigami Tensei tier stuff. Which reminds me, that Shimigami Tensei game looks really goddamn fun. Content warning, shot Akon, and Omori manga artist, also known as Lululemon and 666NO, both of which are accounts she out and deleted, has a history of drawing suspicious stuff. Who would have guessed? Full version. Images that were deleted, captions recovered via TwitFan. Why is he providing full links to the comic? Is that... Okay, if you actually... So... Get this. If you consider these, they're suspicious. If you consider this like cheese pizza, like break your door down cheese pizza, why would you share a full link to it to everyone? It's not gonna be, anyway, what are people saying about this? Oh, I have a lot of immunity. Wow, based. What? This is just the first thing I got hit with. Thanks for letting me know who to follow. Thanks for the rec. Is this why they drew Basil and Hiro so zesty? What a good artist. I'm not sure if this is the reception that this guy wanted when he posted this expose. Shoda stay winning. I knew Sunny and Hiro were looking a little too good. What the hell? You know, I mean, if you're able to enjoy Omori with a clear conscience, I imagine you'd be able to enjoy the manga with a clear conscience as well, like, simply due to the fact that, you know, they both have a questionable taste. This is gross and bad, proceeds to share it. Oh yeah, Omori hater, I forgot. This is literally just a guy who shares Frieza gifs and just says he hates Omori every now and again. I know people who hate Omori so much it gives them energy, or subtracts energy. Like, it's fine if you don't like the game. Wouldn't that just be a tiresome existence? Just like clenching your fists and you're just shaking like a soda can, and your face is going red and there's steam coming out of your ears, and you're just like, god damn it, stupid Omori. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think ultimately this is going to sizzle and just kind of die down. This is a person with questionable tastes. So is Omocat. I'm sure they both have very weird anime preferences. I would obviously hope that it stays within the anime realm and away from my feed. Again, is anyone actually surprised by this? Oh, Omocat. Why would you do this though? Why would you do this and not announce where the American cafe locations are so I can decide whether or not I can go? But it's dangerous when someone who has like a good marketing background just makes a game that has a very cool art style, because you know they're just going to make amazing merch that's overpriced. I do think the manga is a good way to remedy the game, because I think a big issue with the game is in the good ending, Basil doesn't die. So I think the manga will be a good opportunity to re-explore that scene and just not have him, like, objectively from a story perspective, it would just be better all around. Okay, so one thing I'll say is, I think it's insane how, so obviously Omori characters of certain ages are a hot button issue in the Omori community, right? But a very weird recurring thing I see is that people who are very, very anti-Omori art that's controversial, the instant you click on their Twitter profiles and scroll down, it's like 70 pictures of Sunflower, like just cuddling and doing all this stuff, and they're frothing at the mouth over it like they're looking at food. And I'm just like, look, all I'm asking is for consistency, okay?